Hey guys, first of all, I know I look a mess. I wasn't planning on filming today, but something very exciting happened. I am currently at IKEA and I am waiting. We're waiting in the pickup lot to pick up my milsbo IKEA cabinet. I'm so excited. I got a notification on my phone this morning that they were back in stock and that if I ordered one, I could come pick one up. And I don't have any money for this. Put it on my credit card. Probably shouldn't have done that, but I've been wanting one for years, and Christopher was like, don't think about it, just do it. So I ordered one, and here we are. Yeah, treat myself.
I'm just here for Starbucks and plant-based meatballs.
Yeah, Christopher wants to run in and see if we can get some meatballs. But we are here. I think they're bringing it out right now. Ah!
Thank you, have a good one.
Thank you. I know it's like super dark, so you can't really see me. This lighting is weird, but I just bought this like kind of on a whim. I know I've been wanting an IKEA cabinet for a really long time, but I haven't done any like preparation as far as how I'm going to set it up or anything like that because I didn't know that I was going to be getting one today. So I'm going to be looking into some videos on YouTube to see how I want to set it up. I know Wild Fern here on YouTube has a couple of IKEA videos. I know Becca de la Plants has a couple of IKEA videos. So I'm going to be watching a few videos and then deciding what I'm going to order. So obviously I think that'll be at the end of this video. I'll probably be ordering those things on Amazon and going from there, but I'm gonna set up the IKEA cabinet today so I can at least see how big it is and maybe put some plants in it just for safekeeping. But obviously I want to get like some lights and maybe like a mini humidifier and things like that. So stay tuned. Hello, we're back home now. The camera doesn't have a ton of battery in it, so I'm only gonna film for as long as I can, but I am going to start assembling this. Like I said earlier, I don't have any of the components that I need to have it be like a fully functioning plant greenhouse, but at least I'm gonna build it today, find a spot for it, and then do a little bit of research and see, you know, what kind of lights I want to put in it, if I want to like ventilate the shelves in some way, maybe put a mini humidifier in it. But let's get to getting. I got a knife. Knieve.
Hello. You only want attention when mom needs to do something. That's it. That's the only time you want attention. Mom needs to film, attention. Mom needs to leave the house, attention. Mom wants to play a game, attention. Mom wants to give you attention, don't touch me. Oh, buddy, you're so sweet. You are. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Who made you so cute?
All right, you guys, so it's been a few days since I filmed an update on this video, but I have finally sort of settled the whole IKEA cabinet situation. I have it fully set up the way that I think I'm gonna keep it for now. I've done this very simply and cheaply. I did not do like the whole pegboard setup and fan situation and like custom shelves like I know a lot of people do. I kept this really basic and simple, and I honestly think that for the time being I'm gonna keep it that way unless something starts going wrong with it. I really like the setup that I have going on, and so I'm gonna show you what I have done to set up this beauty. So the first thing that I did was I bought the lights. These lights are the Barilla, I think, grow lights from Amazon. I actually bought like the 4-foot lights at first, and then I had to return them and send them back and get the 2-foot lights, so don't do that if you're looking for advice. But these are in the yellow color, which you might think that you want the white. If you want the like natural light look and not that pink purpley look, you might think, well, I'll get the white color. But actually, for some reason, I was reading reviews before I ordered these, and the white color light are the pinkish purpley hue. So if you're looking for the very natural light color, go with yellow, which is what I did. I've got yellow here. Apparently the white ones are like that pink sort of unnatural color. Some people like that. That's fine if that's what you want. Just letting you know. So what it is these lights are all connected together, so they're only plugged in into one outlet down there, and I have it on a timer, so it's all plugged in and then they're all strung together. You can see there's like little cords. I did have to drill a hole. I drilled one hole in the bottom to be able to string it up, and to be honest, it was a real pain in the ass because I don't really, like I have a nice drill, but I don't really have like metal drill bits, like drill bits that are supposed to go through metal. So it was a pain in the ass, and I definitely could have done it better, but I didn't. So I basically just drilled like multiple holes around and then kind of cut it out with the drill. It was difficult, but I did it. So I drilled one hole in the bottom and strung it up to the timer that I have. And then right now I have these lights going on from 9 to 5, so 9 in the morning to 5 at night. Or if I feel like things aren't going as well and plants aren't growing as well, I will adjust it to be on longer. But that's what I have going on so far. I haven't bought a fan, which is the only other thing that I might do. I might get a fan in here to help with some of the air circulation, but I really don't see it as being a big problem right now. And until I see mold, I don't care that much. What I have chosen to do is, you'll see I didn't change out any of the shelves. So I don't have wire shelves or like plastic shelves with holes in it. I have the original glass shelving. So if I were to get a fan and put it in, it wouldn't really be able to circulate all the air through all the shelves anyway. So this is what I'm going with for now. I really don't see it being a huge problem for mold growth or anything like that, but obviously that's subject to change. Things can change, we will see. But for now, this is my setup. This is all I have. I have lights, I have one strip on each shelf and a hole in the bottom, and it's on a timer, and that's that. So I'll show you kind of what I have on each shelf. So one thing I've made sure to do is to keep propagations of water on each shelf. You'll see that on pretty much all of the shelves except for one has propagation glasses full of water, because I don't have like any sort of extra humidifier in here. And I'm not going to get one because I don't think it's necessary. It keeps it pretty humid in here, but having the water like this with plants propagating allows there to be more humidity in there. And then I also have some moss poles. This is a melanochrysum. I have moss poles in here as well that I try and keep wet, which also, number one, stay wet because of the humidity is higher, and also they keep the humidity up in the environment. So this is my top shelf. Here I have some global green pothos cuttings that are propagating in here. I have a melanochrysum back there, which this is one that I love a lot. It was on my wish list for a long time, and so now that I have it, I'm hoping that it will start doing better in this cabinet. I've got a couple of avocados, they're really in here for humidity. They don't need to be in here, but I've got them in here since they're in water. I've got an avocado pit back there. This here is a Epipremnum skeleton key. It's new to my collection. This is also new to my collection. This is a Spathodophyllum golden, so it's like a neon Spathodophyllum. We've got a Hoya that was not doing very well in my regular home. This is a Hoya like pink splash, or it's supposed to be. It's been very floppy the whole time I've had it, and it's just not been putting out any new growth or doing well. It also has leaf burn, so I've moved it into here to get some more humidity, see if it will brighten up. We've got a Syngonium batik cutting in water, and the larger mother plant is down below, you will see. And then just a Monstera cutting as well in water, again for humidity. All right, moving on to my second shelf. My second shelf is a little more bare. So I've got another water propagation thing going on here. This is some emerald pothos cuttings as opposed to as opposed to global green. Back here, this is a Epipremnum pinnatum elbow. So it's like the variegated cebu blue. I did houseplant surgery on this plant a while back in one of my videos, and I had originally put it into, I had originally put it into a like humidity dome, and it was staying quite moist, the soil. So I've moved it out here, and I actually think it is doing better out here because if you can see, yeah, look at that little growth point. The other ones that are in here don't have any growth points, but that's fine. It does have one growth point, so that's exciting, keeping it back there. Next, I've got a elbow standalana cutting back there that I'm going to be trading, which is why you'll notice that some of the plants that I have are in nursery pots. If they're in nursery pots, for the most part, they're not plants I'm planning on keeping, except for this. But for the rest of them, anything that's in a nursery pot, I'll probably be planning on trading, which is why it's in there. So I've got a elbow Monstera standalana cutting. We've got some cebu cuttings in water as well. Another avocado pit, again, just for humidity. This is really all for humidity. They don't need to be in here, but because I'm propagating them in water, I'm keeping them in here to keep the humidity high. I've got some Monstera Peru cuttings in here, and then this one is doing really badly. It was not acclimating to the pot that I put it in. It was a cutting that was rooted and then didn't acclimate, so I put it back into water. So, and a Micans as well in here. Again, for humidity, they don't really need to be in here. This guy is my Syngonium erythrophyllum. She wasn't doing well out in the open. She has a lot of new growth. This leaf and this leaf are brand new from her. This leaf is gonna be brand new as well. But the other leaves did sort of fall off and die back. You can see like they were yellowing. So I put it in here for humidity. Here we've got a Hoya polynura, which is slowly but surely coming back from the grave after Theodore, our cat, basically murdered it. And then last thing on this shelf is another plant that I'm planning on trading or selling. This is a Hoya Mathilde. It's doing very well in here actually. This whole new like little stem has grown since just being in here. So it's doing very well. Hopefully I will be getting rid of that soon because I do have a full plant of this. Okay, moving on to the third shelf. This is something that I haven't actually shown on my channel yet, but this is a philodendron pink princess. Now you may have seen some of my anti-hauls in the past. I have anti-hauled this in the past and said I wasn't going to buy it unless I found one for an extremely cheap price. And as you can see, it has very, very low variegation, but I bought it anyway because this was actually only $12. It was $12 at my local nursery. So I threw it in here and I'm gonna see if it does anything. The only sort of hint of pink on it is this right here. The rest of it is pretty much all reverted. But I've put it in the cabinet, so hopefully we'll get something from it. If you have any tips on sort of reverting pink princesses, please let me know because honestly, I don't really know what to do. I just bought it because it was very cheap. I thought it was a good deal. Moving on, we've got another avocado pit again for humidity. Back here, we've got a Scindapsus Silver Splash. Yeah, Silver Splash back there. I put it in here because it's very spindly and I want it to not be. I want it to be a little bit more full. So I'm hoping with the humidity and the lighting situation in here, it will do a little better. Here we have a Here we have a Shangri-La pothos, my boiled spinach plant, doing very well in here. Moving over here, we've got a lemon lime maranta, which I moved in here because its leaves were getting very curly, and so I didn't want that to continue happening out in the regular atmosphere, so I've put it in here for humidity. Back here, we've got literally just another cup of like propagations. This is a variegated string of hearts, and then just like a piece of bamboo. That's it, that's all that's in there. And again, like the little cups of water that are in here, aren't really like plants that I necessarily need to be in here, but more I'm keeping them in here to up the humidity. Over here, we've got a Syngonium macrophyllum, which is not doing well and has never done well for me. So maybe it will do something in the IKEA cabinet. Since I've owned it and purchased it about 6 months ago, it's done nothing except for kill 2 leaves and nothing else. I don't know if it's dormant. I don't know if it's just going to all die very slowly. I don't know. It's done nothing. So leave me any tips on these guys if you have them. Hopefully we'll do something soon, but nothing so far. And moving on to the last and maybe the most exciting shelf, because I have my big mama plants down here. This is the tallest area of shelving space, so I'm able to keep my moss poles down here. And I can always adjust the shelves as I want, because I do still have like the little brackets if I want to, but I'm not going to right now. So down here in the back, we've got a Monstera pinapartita, which I've had for a little bit, and I don't know, hasn't ever really done well. It's lost 2 leaves so far, hasn't really grown at all. I did cut it, so I'm not sure if that sort of sent it into shock, but I moved it into here so that maybe it can do a little bit better in this environment. We've got one of my favorites. This is a Syngonium silver sword, and it also has a moss pole on here. It is finally putting on a new leaf, but Tofu unfortunately ate the most recent leaf, so that's a bummer. That's why I moved it into here, honestly, because it was doing fine out in my regular environment, but I moved it into here so Tofu couldn't get it. Back there, we've got the Syngonium batik, or batik mother plant. Just got a new pot. Over here, we've got another Syngonium. This is a Syngonium silver frost, or ice frost. I'm not sure what you call it. This one's not really doing that well. It's lost 2 leaves and has grown nothing since I got it. Well, it's grown this leaf since I got it, but it was already coming out, and then Tofu ate it, so it's like not doing great. So it's in here. Hopefully, I don't know, the humidity will help. Please help. And then over here, we've got a Florida Ghost philodendron. Now, you know, this is allegedly a Florida Ghost, but this is the newest leaf that came out, and it was not ghosty at all. And this is the new leaf that's also coming out. It doesn't look all that ghosty. So it was sold to me as a Florida Ghost. Is it? I don't know. Maybe it's not. Let me know what you think it is. And then finally down here, I've just got the leaf, the only remaining leaf from my Epipremnum pinnatatum albo in here, and it's propagating in perlite. It does have a couple of roots, but it's propagating in perlite and water. So that's that. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I'm super, super excited to own this. And if you have tips for me, or if you think I should be doing anything different, please let me know, because obviously for me, this is all a new experience. But I'm very happy with the setup I have right now, because I like how simple it is and the simplicity of it. If you think I should be doing something different though, let me know, because obviously I'm always open to suggestions. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any video requests for me, or there's something you want to see from me on my channel in the future, please leave them down below. I respond to all comments down in the comments. So if you want to chat or talk about what you want to see from me, I'm all ears. And hopefully I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.